So I would love to say that the reason I'm late is due to some really cool reason, or like some life reason. But the truth of the matter is I'm late because I value people's time, and I do Arcade Dailies with Nicole, who just popped up, and Kia, and I'm not gonna start dailies and break our usual routine. So yeah, people's time matters to me. So I do apologize for being late. It's sort of hit or miss. When Z doesn't show up, it takes us a little bit longer. Then we had a comedy of errors. Little struggle getting through our nightly miss song. So while that finishes up in the background, I'm gonna jump into Ashes of Creation. Like I said, guys, I am not the guy you watch to get better at this. Although I am not the guy you watch to get better at this. I am the guy you watch if you want to talk about issues, concerns. And there we go. Little log for squad and then log for solo, and it takes care of that. Takes care of that bug. So in the background, what I have going on, so you guys know what I'm working on. I'm working on the redo of all the people who are concerned because they suck at Battle Royale games. I have a video out there, the Battle Royale guide. A lot of people are like, man, this sucks, I die in 2 seconds. Yeah, I died in 2 seconds too. I'm a bad Battle Royale player. Battle Royales are not my thing, right? They are absolutely positively not my thing. But oh, I gotta do the upper left on this. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. What happened? We lost a key thing. Back in. You are. Shrink you in this mode. Oh. I don't know why. How you're doing? There we go. Oh, and Chibi. Bye, Chibi. Wrong show, buddy. You don't show up for this show. Chibi can go to bed early. Punch out early. It's okay. So lots of spice, man. Lots of spicy. The camera's not even all lined up. Oops. I don't know what happened. That one, this scene was all set up. I must have deleted something on accident. Lots of spicy, man. There are lots of people with a lot of complaints. I got Tamir's fudge, homemade fudge, but I got my notepad right here. You guys got issues, you bring them up to me. I will link them. I will file my creator report tonight, and I'll be like, hey, I did this show. You guys were here Thursday night. Steven popped in. Steven popped in a little bit and started telling us some bits and pieces. He hasn't really had a chance to breathe, so I'm not really going to hold his feet to the fire. I want to, just so that you guys know, I do want to. You know, see, this is bullshit. I didn't want a squads match. I wanted solo. I hate playing in squads when I'm streaming because I feel like I'm a hindrance to my team. So that right there is a problem. I should never be forced into squads. Now the benefit is that I need to res 3 teammates anyway. So ideally what'll happen is my squad will drop in and face a bad squad, and then we'll lose one person and I can pick them up and knock that out. So we got 74 people. I am a little concerned, and I am keeping track of everybody's issues. I'm a little concerned that we went into open beta before we were locked in at 100 people. I mean, if your goal, if you say that you're going to have a 100-man battle royal, and you're not getting to 100 people, shouldn't be an open beta. So that's one major complaint of mine. As I think about it. I mean, it's prime time. It is 8 p.m. Eastern on a Saturday. You're claiming that there's 800,000 registered accounts. If there's 800,000 registered accounts, 40,000 backers, then how do you not have 100 people? You know what I'm saying? It just seems... It seems off to me. Off the bird, man. I know there's a guy on this floor on the other side. I'll take it. Sort of stuff I like. Right out the window with him. That dude said nope, and not today. He came straight through though. He knew I was there. He must have grabbed a weapon on the fly. 650,000 accounts from China would cost about $6 grand. Well, I hit him. Oh no, no, not that either. Got too much stuff. My whole team has been eliminated. Before I even had a chance to get settled, my team is already dead. No idea. One of my teammates is dying and I could res them and get one of my 4 done. Why lagging? I don't know, man. I'm not dropping any frames, so this must be straight in game. Oh yeah, I am horribly lagging. That's a 20 frame per second drop. Problem is I don't know. Like, well, Andrew did. So it's now Jay, who has done damage to people with no teammates, versus 39 people. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I wanted solo matches. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the grenade launcher. I mean, the potion launcher. There's no gunpowder, so it can't be grenades. Biggest thing I can tell people. Biggest thing I can tell people: learn the map. Learn which buildings are likely to have a chest. Servers, if the servers are only in the east, it shouldn't be affecting me like this, and I am getting some lag. I mean, I'm in Illinois, so I'm actually closer to the East Coast servers than I am the West Coast servers. I mean, that's another thing though. You're in open beta and you got, you know, server issues. I don't get it. I don't understand. Ah, got me. How do you check ping in the game for this? The meters per second in the upper corner is not accurate. So what you're going to need to do is go into your control panel, find your task, or go into your task manager, find the IP address, and then manually ping it. Leave match. So you're telling me all we got is squads right now? I don't want squads. So oh great, tomes and scepters. Well, tomes is broken. Scepters, and then I have cleric. And here's another thing. This makes me sound like a dick, and I understand that, and that's cool. There is a definition of the word alpha. There is a definition of the word beta, and you said you were using agile software development. As you guys know, in the last 5 days, I've become hypercritical of Intrepid, and that's because when the first domino falls, if it doesn't fall and knock over the second domino, you have a problem. And I say that because this is agile software development. For those of you that aren't familiar with agile, there are actually, I don't want squads. This is me. So there are actually steps. You develop a function, you integrate and test. You develop a function, you integrate and test. You develop a function, you integrate and test. You release a demo. You get feedback. You make changes. You do more testing. Are all functionalities complete? Next iteration. Now, it's at this decision point, at the next iteration, that you either go into beta, or if the answer is, are all functionalities complete? No. You stay in alpha. You develop, you test, you develop, you test, you develop, you test. You get around the circle a second time. Are all functionalities complete? Yes. You go off the other direction on a tail. You take it to beta. You do your thing. The problem is, and I get this, and a lot of programmers, you guys have to understand, I'm not a programmer. I don't program, I don't code. But I managed you guys. I was a program manager for guys lots of times in my career. The most recent one before the end of my before my retirement was guys developing a database, pretty extensive database with a lot of end user requests. And so, like I said, I asked a lot of questions. I'm not a programmer. And then when they would come in and they would tell me one thing, I had like, at any given time, like 8 or 9 of these standard Federal Supply Service notebooks. The military people use them. 8, 9 of them, depending, sometimes 4 or 5. I had one that was marked computer guys. Those guys would come in and they'd start talking to me, and I'm like, slow up. I have no idea what you're saying to me. You're speaking up way up here. Bring it down to stupid. It's like, to quote Riddick, why don't you explain it to me like you're talking to a guy that was educated in the penal system? In fact, don't pretend. Like, you're speaking computer to me. Bring it way down. Well, you get a familiarity with what doesn't pass the bullshit test and what does. So a lot of the computer guys in the Discord, they're like, oh, what you don't understand is if you have 10 functions and then you add more, you might break one of the 10 functions. And then my question is, well, don't you have the build that was working not touched? Didn't you hit save? Didn't you throw it on a disk? Thanks, M240. I had to get glasses. Somewhere I blinked and I got old. But don't you have like what was working? And when I say that, I'm not trying to be a dick, but if squads were working last week before this went live, then, why aren't squads working now? But apparently now squads are working and solo isn't. Like, you're not really inspiring confidence here. And then when you keep defaulting to the, well, sometimes in programming, when you fix one thing, you break 10 others. And I'm going to tell you right now, if my guys brought me that excuse, and that's an excuse, if my guys brought me that excuse more than like 3 times, they wouldn't be my guys anymore. Because they wouldn't be employed anymore. Boom. Got a Pandar. That's a sub. And we love our subs. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to, you know, acknowledge shit happens. Like the alien colonial marines thing. Programmers spelled tether wrong. And the aliens, the humans, I'm gonna tell you, you put no matter what difficulty you put that game on. No, you get picked back up. No matter what difficulty you put alien colonial marines on, the aliens stay the same difficulty. And the humans, they get like ridiculously fucking hard. Well, the problem was is somebody misspelled the word tether. So the aliens' behavior is drastically modified. Let me tell you, I went in and I made the typo correction. They said, if you want to make the correction, here's the file you go to. You make this correction. Holy fuck. Let me tell you, those little bastards, they get brutal. So I get that a simple mistake can have disastrous results. But at the same time, you had squads working. Now all of a sudden it's broke. Well, double back and check, what did you change? And when people are like, it's not that simple, I call them out on it. I'm like, are you telling the truth right now, or are you white knighting? And then a lot of them have told me, dude, yeah, I'm kind of white knighting. They're like, I don't like when people knock on other programmers because I'm a programmer. I'm like, I get that. I don't want to be a dick, guys. I want Ashes to be successful. I've been talking about it for over a year. You know, and what's worse is I convinced some of you guys to go and play it. And then that makes me look like the GOAT. So of course I'm not, you know, I'm not over here looking for Ashes to fail. But at the same time, I have a responsibility to my viewership. To call out this bullshit, because you only get your, you know, your best effort when it's crunch time. You only produce the best results when it's crunch time. And they're in crunch time right now. They got, and Steven can't say trust me right now, and that's the problem. The problem comes in, he's used up the trust in the well. And he's got to get a couple of home runs now. And until he gets a couple of home runs, there's no, trust me guys, we're working on it. Eh, well, you know, I think I'm not going to trust you at the moment. One huge thing for me is I shouldn't have to babysit my account. Like I have a purchase that's not on my account right now. Well, the migration is still in progress. I'm going to choose to not believe you because the other 95% of my stuff is already migrated. So I reserve the right to hear your response. I acknowledge you've given me a response. And now you have to acknowledge that I don't believe you. And you guys heard me months ago when I was on the repeated shtick of when did it become commonplace to accept poor customer service? More importantly, when did it become commonplace to expect it? People are making all these excuses. Well, MMO launches are always horrible. Open beta launches are always horrible. What the fuck kind of excuse is that? That's like me saying, oh, well, your family member died in surgery. Oh, well, you know, death is a possible outcome during surgeries. You'd be like, what? What? Well, why does it change? Why does it change situation to situation? You know? I expect the doctor to tell me, I am confident that I can take care of this problem. On the paperwork, tell me there's a disclaimer. But if if the first response is always the pass in the buck, then you're just white knighting. And the worst part is guys, don't white knight for a company. Because when you white knight for the company, the king doesn't have to defend his own castle. He doesn't even have to pay his own soldiers to protect the castle. If he's got 10,000 free white knights that have marched down the castle to defend it for him. Let the owner of the company be accountable for a good answer. Because that's all people are looking for. Do I think that Ziz deserved to be kicked from the creator program? Yes, I absolutely do. And here's why. Steven was on my show the other day. I don't know how long Steven was here. He didn't tell me. But he was here. He heard me doing my rant. But my rant is factual. Anything that I say on my show, if I'm not, like, you'll notice from my other show, if I'm going to cite Steven, because we're in a bit of a turmoil right now, I don't paraphrase him. I directly pull the quote. If I say on 18 October he said X, I go and I get the quote. That way there's no Jahlon misquoted you, there's none of that. Because right now, it's crunch time. It's a serious catastrophe right now for Intrepid. So right now, I'm not going to do him the disservice of misquoting him. Ziz didn't just misquote him, he misrepresented the product. And the problem is that he was factually incorrect. And so, he deserved to get kicked out of the program. He deserved to get kicked out of the program for being factually incorrect. So. I mean, if you wanna be negative, then you gotta be correct. Oh, I didn't get it done. I was hoping to get the quest done. I got close. I got real close. I don't want to be doing this in squads, though. So this is kind of a kick in the nuts. 9th place, 350 XP. XP, guys. Oh, by the way, let me share this with you. And share this with anybody that you know will give decent results. Yes, there is game lag. And it's not Streamlab. I'm at 0% frames dropped. What I will do is, let me bump this down. Since the game is lagging a little bit, I'm gonna bump the bitrate down a little bit. But let me share this with you guys, and share this with people that are willing to take like 2 seconds to fill out a survey on their matches. Yeah, 171 out of 200. I'm just trying to, if you guys are willing to help me do that. Nope, that's not what that's not what I want. I want to bring this over here because I want to share link. Yeah, I want that short one. This is that is a form that I'm filling out, and I'll go back. I'll put the last couple of matches in. I'm trying to figure out, because I actually got more XP running around not playing the game. All right, running around not playing the game, and I got 750 XP for a match versus actually mixing it up and dying early on. I only got 100 XP. And I honestly, I don't give a shit what the game mechanics are, what the rule mechanics are, but I would really hope that they would make kills worth a flat rate, because otherwise nobody's gonna actually, like, once you know that you get more XP by hiding than you do by fighting, then why wouldn't you just hide? So you're gonna be playing hide and go seek for the whole damn match, which is fine. I mean, because they can just ratchet down the storm speed. They could do that, and that'd work fine. But yeah, man, I don't want squads. What? Do we have an announcement that we're only in squads now? Like, I wanted to play squads all day. What's up with this? We are currently testing squad functionality. Okay. Guys, again, I'm going to harp on this. If you are going to force people into a mode, you should not be in open beta. Especially not a monetized open beta. If you're going to force people into a play mode that is alpha, that is scripted testing, is an alpha function. In fact, scripted testing is really tech testing. It should be internal testing. Now, the MMORPG genre is a little bit different because you need bodies. You need lots of bodies on lots of systems from lots of places, because you need to find out, is it an ISP provider, is it an ISP issue, is it a people have potato computers issue, is it bad gateway issues? I mean, if you guys remember, there was an issue with ArcAge in 2014 with Verizon, what was it? It was some Verizon something, ended with a Z. I can't remember. But you couldn't connect to ArcAge through it. It was like being throttled. Oh my god, frames per second are dropping into the sub-20s. Gross. But it took a lot of people doing a lot of testing to work with Tryon, so Tryon could work with Verizon to say, hey, you're screwing our players. Our players, you're throttling their connections. They're getting screwed. What can we do? And, you know, so I get that. But, you know, I'm a little concerned. And people are like, well, Jay, why are you concerned? It's not a big deal. It's only the Battle Royale mode. Well, Jay is concerned because Jay lives in a world where words matter. And if you're going to have careless disregard for words, like, you never had to tell anybody that you were using Agile up until the statement was made, yes, we're using Agile software development. I didn't give a shit. You guys are doing you do you. But the moment you say you're using Agile, and Agile is very close to lean logistics, well, of course, then I'm going to be like, why? I'm going to go up there. I'm going to be like, why are you not following it? Because the consumer base wouldn't have given a shit. You could have turned around and said that you're using an internal development system that's proprietary and you're not going to explain it. I would have been like, okay, you do you. That's what happens when you meet people and you don't have a weapon. Well, anyway, we're gonna limp through this because I did not want to play in squads, but I don't like playing squads when I stream, but we'll do that. But now, on the good side, I will say, because I don't want the whole show to be negativity, there are some good things. I wish that I had streamed earlier today, because I had, I had a bunch of great matches. I had a couple of wins. I had a couple of wins against groups that were teaming in solo. And I don't care if I hurt their feelings. I don't care if I aggravate them. I don't care if I piss them off. If you're teaming in squads, it means you're just afraid that you suck. Is really what it boils down to. I will say, guys, so you know, although I have not received my 13,500 embers, which I am entitled to. Which one is it? I don't have it up here. You're agile. Oh my, not you. I am entitled to 13,500 embers from my store pack. I did get my 502 error. I did get my 50 embers from my path. So these rewards, let me grab this screenshot real quick. Snipping. So the good thing is the web page is functioning. It's functioning for how it should be. Sorry, I still have arcade running in the background for a few more minutes. So my normal path, as I've gotten my rewards, they've kicked over to my inventory on my webpage. So that's good. That is a good development. That's what you want to see. If you are going to make the leap, if you're going to fuck everything up, okay? Say it this way. If you're going to fuck everything up to launch your new webpage, and you're going to lose people's shit, and the referral system's going to get broken, and all this other stuff, then at least have a silver lining. The silver lining is the automatic acquisition of the items is occurring. So that's a good thing. I will say that I have 95% of my previous purchases. They don't exactly fall into the right categories, like the Risen Guardian, the Death's Hand, the Pet. They don't go into the right categories yet, but that's fine. That's a minor. Like, they're there. They show that they're there. So that's functional. Steven has been, I mean, he's been working his ass off, so I don't want to say the guy, like, unlike most CEOs, that would be off all weekend, it is a little bit different when the guy you're talking about has supposedly 30 million of his own money on the line, 2 million of it supposedly invested. I have no reason to doubt that he didn't put the 2 million in. They do have a studio. I mean, you've seen video walkthroughs of the studio. People in the industry that I knew before they worked at Intrepid have said that the studio is nice and that they have top-of-the-line machines, and there's no reason for those people to lie about those things, because it's real hard to lie in passing conversation. It's really, really hard to lie in passing conversation. So the really off to the right conspiracy theorists that are saying that Steven doesn't have the money to back this up, well, the dude, the other night he showed us his house. Like, we've seen parts of his house over the years. Dude's got 3 Christmas trees up in his house, okay? Dude's house is huge. The dude's a millionaire. He appeared in, like, a pretty prestigious Californian magazine. His wedding photos are in a magazine. Like, you can research the guy. It's not like he's bullshitting about having... Oh, hell no. Not today, folks. But it's not like he's bullshitting about having 30. Like, if I tried to say, guys, I have 30 million of my own money on the line for the game I'm developing, you'd be like, Jay, you don't have 30 million. You know what I'm saying? But cursory research into the guy shows he does have 30. He's rich. So it's not like he's bullshitting that, you know, he doesn't have the money. He has the money. I have no reason to doubt he has the money. The issue comes in, unfortunately, when you start listening to what's been said, you start having to be like, "What? I don't understand." Yeah, absolutely. Can't doubt his net worth. First thing I looked up. Absolutely, first thing I looked up when I got involved with this. I looked up his net worth. I looked up him. I looked up all the people on the team. Looked for those shady indicators. Actually looked up bits and pieces, like about them. Like, you know, you say that you went to this school. All right, let's do some research. But no reason to doubt that he's got the money. Little bit of concern about why we had to monetize Apocalypse in the aggressive fashion that we did. Now, the really funny part is I've showed you guys this before. After this match, I'm gonna show you, and this is why words matter. And I like I said, it brings me no joy to have to use my skill set to look into Steven. That doesn't bring me any joy at all. Especially if you guys remember, my career for the last 15 years has been the military. There is no mediocrity with me. So when it comes to looking in, like being a project manager, looking into the bullshit, looking into what dogs don't hunt, like inconsistencies, you're not gonna get a bullshit story past me on project management. You're just not. But unfortunately, it's not like Steven has been like, all right, the community's upset about this. I'm gonna hire Jahlon to come in, and he's gonna have unfettered, unrestricted access. He can look into anything he wants within reason, and, you know, come up with a suitable answer. Because if this was the military and there was impropriety, they just appoint an investigator, and that person has a letter from the boss and says, "Get fucked. I can look in any drawer I want. I can kick over any rock I want." So there's things that don't line up. At the same time, I don't think he's disingenuous. I've never, and believe me, guys, I've looked. I have not found a single statement that makes me believe he's disingenuous. And if I found one, I of course would tell you guys. I didn't hawk packs. I didn't stand on the street corner shilling packs. I mean, yeah, the people who support me via my referral link, you guys know that my money comes back to my community. But I'm not one of these people that's like counting my money already. Like, I have all this money. I give it all away. No res for you. I tried to get. Oh, I got credit for it. I got my teammate up. So that's 1 of 4. Tomes aren't working. I did that earlier. That was another daily I had, and that kind of upset me. Because do you know how hard it is to get 200 damage and tomes done when everybody knows to get the fuck out of the circle? Not an easy thing to do. Also, I'm going to tell you guys, there is somebody out there that did a video that shows how to modify your game files to see it easier. I don't believe in modifying a game, because some people have asked me, they're like, why don't you modify your game files to make it easier to see? If I can't modify it, oh shit, I didn't see where it came from. If I can't modify it using the menu, I shouldn't be modifying it. That's just how I feel. I'm not going to judge you. If you decide to mod your game files using that method, I'm not going to judge you. But I won't do it. But some of you guys have seen oh shit. That is the fucking storm, man. Oh damn. Fuck is all this artillery coming from? You guys have seen some of the people who have like aim across the entire map. Some of them are modding their game files to have no terrain distance. That's cheating as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, for me, if I can't mod it properly through the menu, and it's not just a simple, like the Bless Online thing. The Bless Online thing was just a typo. Truthfully, it was a setting that should have been changed that they didn't. But I'm not gonna mod my file. I'm not gonna judge you if you mod your file. I mean, some of this shit, it's simple things that they should allow to improve the quality for people with low-end cards. Because they said we're building it for a 970. There's people with 1060s, 1066 gigs that are struggling. So you got to do what you got to do to make the game playable. You do you. I'm not endorsing it. I'm telling you my opinion on it. You do you. The staff animations have gotten better. I noticed those earlier today. Gotta move again. Gotta be on the lookout. I've had no choice. My hands had to get better. Like, I've had to get better use of my hand because I have to be able to switch weapons. Don't have a choice on that matter. Alright. I got killed earlier because I was trying to chase somebody down and I got shot in the face. I was chasing behind the person. The person got, if that person would have got shot, they dodged. I took the arrow. Like, what the fuck? I don't like this. Alright, you guys all saw that. 45. Oh shit. Oh shit. He's on fire, man. Where the fuck is he? Where in the fuck is he? He's like sniper, no sniping. Somewhere in repair. Oh yeah, Swatch had a good. Swatch was telling me he had a good win earlier. Using a little bit of J advice. Saving that extra set of armor for late game when you have to switch armor late game because you don't have time to do this, you don't have time to repair, have that second set of armor on you. Like I said, guys, I can't necessarily teach you how to be. I am not going to be able to teach you how to be a great Battle Royale player. I can just share with you either stuff that I get told. Ah! Yeah, the armor switch for the win. So let's see. View stats. There were 12 people left. 300. See, it's so weird. 335 XP, 5th place. Survival time 1204. But I have other data points. Have other data points for that. So let me just log this real quick. Basically, because I know all of my answers are going to be accurate. So I can at least compare my own. But that wasn't too bad. More XP, yeah. More XP the longer you stay alive. Kills on, well, that's not true either. Well, I guess it is because the one I tried to get a kill inside the first minute. So living for 2 minutes. Hold on, let me see if I can grab this. Exit out of here. Get the next one started. And what other thing I can do is I can dump the program running in the background. Always too many things to do. It's really like it's hard. It's hard to like play multiple games. It's hard to be a multiple game gamer. So yeah, I mean, let me grab this, sort this if I can. Close Arcade. Working. Stop working and just work. I don't want you to work. I want you. There you go. I'm telling you, technology, man. Download responses. I have to download it because if I try to do this in Google Docs, it always decides to get persnickety with me. But for data, sort by column F, which is earned XP. So there we go. I like. Where the fuck am I? I've been using the other program for so long. You'll notice staying alive for less than a minute is 54 XP. Staying alive for 2 minutes is 101 XP. But you see, staying alive for 7 minutes with 4 kills is only 291 XP. And staying alive for 11 minutes with 7 kills is 510 XP. There is absolutely no reason to fight. You'll notice that a first place victory with 6 kills at 19 minutes was 1,000. At 1901, with 2 more kills, was 1,100. 1 second difference, 70 points difference, 2 kills difference. So, you know, you see where it is. First place with 9 kills at 18 minutes and 58 seconds was 11:05. So less time alive, 1 more kill. And that's, of course, that all these people are being honest, but these people don't have a reason to lie if they're actually genuinely interested in seeing things. Now, I have other data that I have to enter. But as you can see, oh shit. Hi. God damn, get down already, Jesus. I mean, I know it's mean of me. That guy almost died. Alright, that guy almost died. He has a mace and boots. And he almost died. That's pretty bad. But let's see. Do stats. 2 minutes, 1 kill, 100 XP. So I think Shaz is right. I think it has absolutely nothing to do with I think it has almost nothing to do with your place. I think it has to do with how long you stay alive. So and then, honestly, I blame... Yeah, you'll see right there. Uh-oh, Chibi, you gotta go away. Chibi, why are you up on every page? Oh, because this is the display capture. Chibi's gone. You'll notice I did 40... You guys saw, for a fact, I did that, saw for a fact I did that 40, damage with the tome, and I didn't get credit for it. So, Scepters and Revive. So, but no, I mean, it's kind of fun. Actually, I want to do my usual. I want to do my usual thing that I do on when I'm streaming. First, I got to make sure that yep, Wolf's Wolfus Moon is or she's auto hosting me, so that's one thing. Man, technical issues yesterday. I gotta get a solid state in her machine for her. I can't have one of the streamers showing up like 30 minutes late for technical issues. You can show up 15 minutes late for playing other games, but you can't show up 30 minutes late for technical issues. Her computer just would not cooperate. So $836 had 2 kills, got third with 800 damage. Yeah. So I really do believe that it's all about how long you I believe it's how long you stay alive. Hey, second night in a row. We are the #1 channel for Ashes of Creation Apocalypse. There are 20 people watching Ashes of Creation Apocalypse, and 14 of them are here. There are 161 people watching Ashes of Creation. Oh, you got Smurg, you got Ruka, Danny. I don't know the rest of these guys. I haven't met some of these guys. But yeah, I'm glad to see Ashes is getting some love on Twitch. It's gonna need it. Absolutely gonna need it. So yeah, kills don't give much. They're gonna like I said, as soon as all the fiasco is over, and people can register and people can refer, like there's people who don't want to sign up today because they can't sign up using their friend's referral code, and there's no e-tick on that. A lot of you guys will say ETA on that. The problem is ETA actually stands for expected time of arrival. E-tick is expected time of completion. There's no e-tick on when the referral system is going to be fixed. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. And it to me, it doesn't matter. I could have given a shit if you were going to do a referral system, a recruit a friend, a refer a friend. But the thing is, you offered 15%. Never should have happened. Steven is too generous. I can tell you guys right now, when the Paradox Gaming Network does a video game, you will not be getting a 15% affiliate referral bonus for bringing people in. You just won't. I would rather reduce the price of the game by 15% than give out 15%, if you know what I'm saying. You know, that's just me. I mean, if I was going to charge you $15 a month for a monthly sub, I would rather just charge everybody $12.75 a month rather than these 99 people pay $15 a month and then this guy over here gets 15% of 99 people. Know what I'm saying? But I absolutely positively do not want people to think that I am knocking Steven for being that generous. In that regard, bravo, you did something that no other game has done. With that said, I have no idea how much money's in my kitty right now. The old web system told me exactly how much money I had in my kitty. The new web system, I don't have a clue. I am back up to 20 referrals. Now I know people are like, but Jay, you said you had all these hundreds. I did. I had like 227, I think, at my last count. Right now, I'm only getting credit for my referrals as they log back in. Because there's no new ones, because there's no way to use my code. That is probably the #1. That is probably the #1 gotta get fixed. El fucking pronto. Because #1, you gotta get everybody back the stuff they've bought. And I know people are like, they're like, well, what does it matter? It matters because it matters. What matters is Are you gonna give me back my money until you put it back on my account? People are like, oh well, it's just a glitch. Man, I'm gonna tell you, 4 different web professionals that are in my contacts list. I checked with them all because I don't want to talk on my ass. Just like I went and found Unreal artists to talk to. I don't want to talk on my ass. Longtime member of the Paradox Gaming Network's, you know, friends and family tag is a web developer. Asked him a couple of questions. Went and talked to my other guys. Asked them questions. Yes, you can see a cat head who just decided to jump on me. You bad boy. But, they've all kind of agreed. You know, you have a 1 or 2 day delay on your web page migration. Not a huge deal. Shit happens. You had 502 errors for like 2 weeks with the registration. That's bad. You shouldn't have tried to migrate your server if you were still having 502 errors on it. That's bad. And then when I tell people that a server migration is on day 5 and it's not accurate or complete, I've gotten everything in the gambit from LOL to what the fuck. So I'm not trying to throw shade, right? That's not what I'm trying to do. But it's a valid concern. It is a valid concern. The referral system is a valid concern. I mean, there's people who have thousands of dollars on the books. I only have 456, 480 something after Frost went crazy again. Chopping cordwood, man. It'll take your Grim, though. Hi, baby. I like you. But, yeah, like Swatch said, does it matter to me that I don't have my 13,500 embers? No. It doesn't matter. It matters to me on principle. It doesn't, I'm not freaking out about it. I'm not worried about it on an overall level. But it is one of those, but you didn't get it right. Does it bother me that I don't have my legendary pack? Yes, it does. Because it's mine. And you didn't get it right. So I need a scepter. I want to try to finish that quest. So if you got, oh, Lifebringer, I'll take you. Yeah, so, see, I don't like squads because I am going to admit there are some really good teams out there. It's just a pain in the ass. I want to get once this all is done, I'll get into squads with like 3 Paradox members and we'll have fun because we'll be on voice comms then like everybody else. But I at least want to try to finish my Scepters one tonight. And hopefully they hot patch tomes through the night because, you know, it is kind of a kick in the nuts when you need to get X amount of XP every day and then you find out, oh, here we go. Oh, nope. You know, you gotta get X amount of XP every day in order to make your 50 by the end of the chapter, and then all of a sudden you have, you know, dailies that don't work. I mean, all you gotta do then, we've just, as you guys have heard on the show, all you gotta do is hide. Just run to the borders and hide. We were testing earlier if it was distance traveled, so I was in a house, just running laps in the house. I mean, it would have been so funny if it was distance traveled. You traveled 975,000 kilometers. Hi. Take you. Just gotta hit somebody like 3 times. Hey, the door bug is back. Love the door bug. But yeah, I don't like squads when I'm streaming. I feel like I'm wasting other people's time. Because I want to talk to you guys, and if I lose a match, you're not gonna see me. You're not gonna see me rage and flip my table, my brand new desk. Looks laggy. It is laggy tonight. I'm down. Like I am down easily 26 to 30 frames per second tonight for no explainable reason. So yeah, it is laggy. I think your teammate figured out. Yeah, they landed on a tower and went AFK. I'm gonna try something next match just because this is the sort of stuff that that I'll report. I'm gonna try something crazy next match. You guys didn't see it. I don't have the clip for it. Usually I have the clip and I'll share it. But Danny D Phantom, he mirror warped a guy on a ledge, and the guy fell to his death. That is probably he titled it the best kill you'll ever see. Probably is. He used the warp space ability on the drifter. By the way, until otherwise said, I'm not going to tell you, but one day I hope Steven tells the story about why the Rifter became the Drifter. Or at least says, kudos to Jay. There's a cool story, but I won't share it. I just like that public nod. Steven doesn't have to tell a story, just be like, kudos to Jay. Jay's the reason. Be like, thanks boss. People will be like, what's the reason? I'll be like, I can't tell you. Trade secrets. Donk. This cat's over here trying to give himself a concussion. I know you can blow up. Three potions from a potion launcher will take out the little houses. Oh, and I gotta show you guys the Underrealm. So we gotta do that too. $32 people. Yeah, you know, I don't disagree, but the problem is that if you make it all about the kills, then people can just log in, trade kills, feed XP, and be done. Which I think is like kind of what they don't want to have happen. On the subject of the site, what about the forum? Oh, let me tell you. At about the 6-hour mark. Well, first of all, the new site should have been brought up. the new site should have been brought up and should have been functioning before they ever took down the old site. I mean, that's just a given. That's just prudent practice. Oh, he got me, but I got my quest done. That's all I cared about. 12th, 348, 1 kill. That's fine. Leave match. Oh, but it didn't give me my bonus XP. What the fuck? See, this right here. This right here is just a kick in the nuts. It's hard enough to finish these fucking quests, and then you don't get credit for them. So, you guys clearly saw I hit the guy with the scepter. That's all I was trying to do was chase somebody down, hit him with the scepter. But I didn't get credit. Now people have made a bunch of responses like, oh, if you switch weapons, if you do this, that's all bullshit. I mean, yes, I understand. Yes, I understand that people are going to say it's alpha. But the problem is, or it's beta. But the problem is there are standards for an alpha. There are standards for a beta. And you can't turn around and have your mantra be make MMOs great again and then basically run around and piss on the terms that matter. And you guys, I've done a video on this. It's on my YouTube. Is Nightbot working in here? Yeah, Nightbot's working in here. But these terms, all right, these terms, you have your gameplay alpha. You have your gameplay completely put together, but assets, gameplay, and levels are still being tweaked and tuned. Beta, your gameplay is finished and now subject to testing to find bugs, fine-tune gameplay, and deal with any last-minute revisions. Now, if you talk about the amount of XP needed to level, that is when you're in alpha testing. The fact that one quest doesn't work, tomes, that's fine. But when the tomes quest doesn't work, when the scepters quest doesn't work, when the succeeding together quest doesn't work, when queuing with squads has to be mandated in order to fix it, when my frames per second are sub 30, yeah, the squads test being broken on a night where you force squads. You weren't ready. You weren't ready. Yeah, forums would help with communication, feedback, and bugs too. Somebody brought up a very good point. I wrote a Google form today for you to give me data that I want. I'm not saying that you should use a Google form for it, but I'm saying if you have a web development team, are you saying that your web development team can't program? And forgive me, guys, it's been years. I forgot what type of form it is, but I had a web page 20 years ago when we were on HTML1, all right, and I wrote the JavaScript form for just people to give me their name, address. Not their address, their name, their email address, and a comment. And it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to do that. It took like 10 minutes. It took me longer to fuck about with the rest of the page than it did for that form. I mean, if nothing else, could you not have done a Google form? And I'm not trying to be a smartass, I'm really not. But could you have not done a Google form to report your bugs on? I mean, believe me, I'm not trying to... I'm not trying to be a condescending prick, but get a goddamn Google form going. It ain't hard. God damn. How would you even track Discord? The way you track Discord is you can export Discord from a product I've seen, but it's not easy. But basically you end up having to pay somebody to go through and pull all of the comments. I mean, here's another one, just simple things. Simple things. Did you know that if you go to the Discord right now, you'll see 4 people on the Discord. You'll see 4 people on the Discord with yellow names. But there's about 14 to 18 other Intrepid employees on the Discord that don't have yellow names. I can tell you right now that would never happen with me. If you were on my Discord as an employee, you would have a staff tag. Just because, like Sam is a great person. Sam is absolutely a great person. But Sam was trying to help somebody yesterday, and the person didn't want to give Sam the screenshot they were asking for because they have no idea who Sam is. I know who Sam is, but they have no. Sam has a blue name. Why would you give anybody anything if you think it's just another user talking down to you? Like, well, can I get a copy of the screenshot? That doesn't necessarily sound helpful. That should have been a yellow name saying, "Hi, I'm from customer service." But then they'll get bombarded 52, times an hour. I need help, I need help, I need help. I am glad to see you guys heard it on my show. I talked about a long time ago how they should have a support channel during the alpha weekends where the people who can't log in just literally go in there, send 12 staff members in there, open up a channel. Okay, you're annoying me. You get here, sweetheart. Here's your kitty. Oh, and the other kitty gonna get. Oh, you gonna fight me now? Cause I got you. You gonna fight me? Your brother's in trouble. Your brother's hiding from me. Get it. Got me good. Got my hand. His brother kicked my soundbar off the ledge again, so his brother is gonna get sold. I velcroed it down now. But I'm glad that they took the suggestion. That cat is Cloud. His brother is Sora. And then I have Ziva and Abby. But I'm glad that they took, and it didn't come from me. It may not have come from me. It may have come from me. For all I know, there's 12 people in the channel, and Steven could be one of them. I don't know. He was here the other night. But I'm so glad that they took the idea of the Apocalypse support channel. I suggested it back in Alpha 1 when people were having a hard time getting connected because they didn't have whatever they needed. Then they didn't have what they needed to get logged in, and there was no, they're like, well, people are like putting a ticket. I'm like, well, that's a bullshit answer. You already took my fucking money. Alright? You shouldn't have been, honestly, you shouldn't have been trying to do alpha testing with a generated email login list. I'm sorry, that's amateur hour. It's the first time I've ever seen a paid alpha get emailed credentials. And I've alpha tested a lot of games. I've paid to alpha test a lot of games. I've never, ever had to get emailed credentials. I was a little taken back by that. But if the person's saying I have alpha access and they're not on their email list for whatever reason, they've already paid you. So fix it. You know? Does any of the APOC Cash Shop make people rethink the My.com drama? Yeah, a little bit. And here's why. The My.com thing really took a lot of the trust me out of the trust me well. And not because they went with My.com. I understand that they had to get a publisher. I'm not mad that they had to get a publisher. I am mad, and people are like, oh, well, it doesn't affect you, Jay, that's why you're not mad. No, it does affect me. Because I like to play with my friends, and I have EU friends. So I had every intention of making an EU account, hang out with them a little bit, and then go back to my NA account. But since you're going to have separate account tracking, not going to be able to do that now. With that said, if people want to be babies about it and want to be like, well, you went and got the worst publisher. Again, I have no reason to doubt. I have no reason to doubt that the publisher they got was the only publisher that would let them keep creative control. I have no reason to doubt that. That right there, that's a lamp. But with that said, it does bring up the point of, it wasn't the fact that we got to My.com as a publisher that people hated. It was the fact that we're self-publishing. We're self-publishing. There might be some legal hurdles to self-publishing. We're self-publishing. We'll let you know more. Congratulations, guys. Meet your publisher. There's a step there. You missed a step. You missed a step in there. The only problem with that, the way that played out was, hey guys, we're not going to be able to self-publish. We're in the we're on the hunt for a publisher. Yeah, and the fact that they got busted out, because My.com had put Ashes of Creation up on their booth. That's, you didn't want to make the announcement then. And I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, but you know, there is a level of respect that I will give everybody. Usually I'm in the position, most of my life I've been in a position of, I naturally respected the people who were publishers of MMOs because they were my elders. And I am very respect your elders. Steven, I don't disrespect him because he's younger than me. But he doesn't get the automatic respect your elders thing. Like, a lot of times I want to tell, like, you know, Scott Hartzman. Scott Hartzman really kind of pissed me off all the time, but he was my elder. So I was like, you're older than me. Respect your elders. But when you get caught, I give Steven kudos for stepping up to the plate, taking it on the chin, you know, not shying away from it, and doing damage control. But the problem is it never should have been damage control. It should have been framed in such a way. It should have been framed in such a way that it was a good thing, not a bad thing. But that's what happens when it's a league. Dude, see, this is a fucking clown. This is why I don't like squads, man. It's a fucking clown show. But anyway, yeah, you're right. Gamescom is massive, and it was a massive big banner. But nobody was supposed to be there, and they weren't nobody was supposed to be there, and they weren't supposed to set it up that early. 543 with 100 XP. Yeah, XP is all over the place. XP is absolutely all over the place. But you're right, Gamescom is huge. And it's one of those. It is one of those situations where I now have to wonder, did they allow it to get announced that way because it was easier to announce it that way? Because he was afraid of the community reaction. Am I logging all the substats? Yeah, no, I'm not logging all the substats. I'm just logging the main ones. If all this other shit matters, then you have too complicated of a system, to be honest. I can go back because I record my matches. I can go back and figure the rest out. But no, I mean, so like I said, there is the wand quest doesn't work now. I completed the wand quest 2 days ago. So no, because as you can see right here, 171 out of 200. You get partial completion. Yeah, it's all on Twitch VOD, and I record my streams in 1080, in case I forget to turn on replay from NVIDIA. That way I can grab good matches. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are upset. I get that. That's why I do my show. I will take all your concerns, all your complaints. You guys should know by now, I'm not a blind White Knight fanboy, nor is that what Steven wants at the moment. He actually outright said in a channel, and I'm not going to quote this because, again, I have every right to quote it, but I'm not going to quote it because I think it's disingenuous to be in a private conversation with somebody and then quote their private conversation. There is a certain expectation of not going to say privacy, but I want to almost call it academic freedom, where non-attribution. I think Steven has the right to come in and tell his content creators something that doesn't instantly get put out there to the general public. So I'm not about to take something he said to me. Just like I have private conversations with Steven. Politeness? No, it's not politeness. Non-attribution is really what I'm looking for, like academic non-attribution. And a classic example would that be, and I'm trying to think of discretion is the better word, but I'm trying to think of. I didn't want to use the first one that popped in my head. I didn't want to use. I'm going to use the Japanese internment camps in World War II. Spicy issue, but I'm going to use it only because if I'm in a classroom setting as a historian, I might have to take the opposition position. You might say they're a horrible thing, and I agree with you. Jahlon, day to day, sitting here in my chair right now, I agree with you. Absolutely horrible thing that happened to the Japanese in World War II. The Japanese Americans, I will add, they were Americans who happened to either hail from Japan or their families hailed from Japan. They were put in internment camps, lost all their farms, lost everything. What we did to these people was horrible. But if I'm in a classroom, I might have to take the opposition position and argue that as a requirement of the class. So I might have to be of the opinion why they were a good thing. Well, academic non-attribution means I have the freedom to take that position in the class for academic reasons. And then you don't run out of the classroom, jump on the internet, and be like, you will never believe that Jahlon from the Paradox Gaming Network thinks that the Japanese internment camps during World War II were a good idea. Whoa, hold on. I never said that. I had that position for a reason. And it's kind of the same thing. I'm not... Steven should have the right to talk more freely with his content creators. A little bit. He should have the freedom to talk a little bit more freely with his content creators and not be quoted. Because it's easy enough to ask him, can I quote you on that? And the same thing, in a personal private conversation, while yes, somebody could say, well, Jay, he knows you're a content creator, so he should know he's always on the record with you. At the same time, you know, he's not always on the record with me. He's a human being. I'm a human being. We can have a human being to human being conversation. He's not always the CEO of Intrepid. I'm not always a content creator. Sometimes I'm just Jay. And like I said, he's the kind of dude that I would show up at his house for, like, Pathfinder night. I mean, the dude's an awesome... The dude's an awesome GM. But no, I wouldn't want to be him at the moment. I really wouldn't. He has definitely stepped in the paint and tracked it all over the new carpet, if you will. He and his studio, they have the lion's share of work to do now. And like I said, and I've said it often, if Steven were to IM me and be like, hey, I need you to sign an NDA because I need your expertise, I'd sign an NDA. I'd work for almost nothing. The Newport community marketing lead, not the community manager, the community marketing lead. Words matter. And again, I can switch from saying I sympathize for the guy to slamming the guy all in the same paragraph. I would not the fuck have named her position community marketing lead. I would have named her the community manager. And then if you need her to do marketing shit, then it's other duties as assigned. But if you've just grown by 100,000 people since the last update, you had 700,000 registered accounts. Now you have 800,000 registered accounts. What do you need to be marketing for? You're growing at a tremendous pace. If you gained 1,000 new followers, 100,000 new followers every month from here till launch, you would be now at 2 million followers. And that's not including the multiplicative of the law of 3. So you recruit Jay recruited you 227 people. I far exceed the law of 3. But I recruit one person out of a guild. One person that's in a guild pops in here. and they're like, wow, Jay's talking about this game and it really makes sense. And then you're like, oh, yeah. Some people are like, yeah, I heard of it. And you're like, no, I haven't heard of it. Give me the link. Well, because I got you, you get all these other people. That's how marketing works. Now the new marketing lead, I looked into her too. Like what I saw when I looked into the marketing lead. That life. Alright, good. But looked into the new marketing lead. She looks solid. She worked at NCSoft. She understands content creation, streaming, visual marketing, video making. So she's gonna be, she herself is a streamer. I did have to take 5 points off because she says she's an actress. If you guys have watched Titanic, you know, don't trust actresses. I also had to take off 1 point because she has a typo, a seemingly to be typo on her resume. So sweetheart, don't feel bad. I found another typo on another resume. I'm gonna get hit. Yeah, but I mean, you can make that face about NCSoft, and I totally understand. But NCSoft is a $2 billion company. So if your credentialing comes from NCSoft, it means you're not a scrub. You know, what's that? Depends on what part of NCSoft. That's also true. But you know, all in all, NCSoft, NCSoft under the whole umbrella of NCSoft is pretty good. Pretty good. But you know, really the community manager, as long as the community marketing lead, sorry, as long as the community marketing lead does her job, and you gotta remember, part of her job is to be on the side of the players. Her job is to take Steven's message and translate it into gamer. And then take the gamer complaints and take those to Steven and translate them into small, medium, or large. This is a major issue for your community. This is a minor issue for your community. You know, if she does those things, we will see Ashes get over part of this hurdle. The other problem is, and that's, I've said it before, I've said it numerous times, part of the reason why there's so much blowback all the time is that Steven is the one making the announcements, but Steven is the CEO, but Steven is the creative director, but Steven is so there is no higher authority. Anything Steven says, and we ran with the shtick of Steven is the Lord in Sandal, and I am his prophet, Jahlon Snow. I know nothing but to get you how to spend money in the cash shop. The reason that shtick works is because when the CEO is also the creative director, everything out of his mouth might as well come from God. It is so punishing to miss even a single attack. Yeah. Especially if you're facing a two-hander. Really is. I don't like how our costumes change match to match either. I think that's disingenuous a little bit. It's like, hey, there's other stuff you could buy. Oh shit. We all good? Everyone's here? Everyone's up? Do I think Discord is a poor platform? No, I don't think Discord is a poor platform. I think Discord is a poor platform to be your sole means of communication with your player base. I think that it is really easy to write an IFTTT webhook like I have on my Discord. I send a tweet, it sends a message to my Discord. That's not hard. That's not hard at all. So since I did it, my expectation becomes, I did it, why can't you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but I did it, why can't you? You don't need to type in Discord then. You can type a tweet. And you'll notice they did take their tweet. They took their tweets and they're now on the front page of the launcher. Get the shit out of me, man. Don't do that. Well, that plus 50-cent Ember unlock can't buy anything. Well, the thing is if you get 900 Embers per chapter, then, you know, you would be able to buy, Chapter 3 by playing Chapters 1 and 2. Cool for 100-player guilder stream, hang out, but when you go into multiple thousands, no, man, I think Discord is fine to be your primary, to have a chat set up. I mean, it works fine, the way they have it set up, but I don't think it should be the only means of communication, and definitely not for feedback. Like I said, 20 years ago, when I had my first webpage, I wrote a simple feedback form. Google Docs, simple, absolutely simple. But you want people to give you feedback, but, you know, so little of the feedback gets responded to, that I understand why people don't want to give it. People don't want to give feedback because they feel like they're being ignored. Pain that you can link, can you? No, you can't link to a comment. That is a problem. Apparently we're not staying. So yeah, you're right. You cannot link to a comment. You have to take a screenshot of it and link the picture. So that is a pain. But I'm gonna be honest, there's so much dribble and shit on the forums too, that the forums get shitted up as well. 7 people left, 4-man squad. May the odds be never in your favor. Be very surprised if there was anybody in there. Oh, if this shit goes, oh, this is gonna go endgame here. If it goes endgame in the tower, that's gonna be gross. 10 up. There's only 6 people who aren't us. Up in the tower. Yep, they're up in the tower because that's probably where this is gonna end up. I hit him for 70. 9 left. They're up in the tower though. He's going up. Six left. I didn't have extra armor. 10 seconds. Not enough time. Run! Run to the middle! Oh! Third place? First place. 960. That was good. Although now you can't leave. Yeah, the screenshots end up with relative dates today at 10 a.m. So what you end up having to do with that, just so you know, is you have to know that there's a screenshot you want, and then you have to double back to it the next day to screenshot it. Screenshot it again. So, but yeah, you're absolutely right. You're 100% right. It's a problem with Discord. Now, the nice thing about Discord, if somebody is managing it properly, if someone is managing the Discord properly, then they're pinning relevant stuff. But, unfortunately, so much relative stuff gets said. Like, there's too many channels in the Discord now. And the Discord is basically run by a bunch of undisciplined cannibals. Like, there's, when you say soft moderation is just you saying, we don't give a shit. It's 5,000 per level. It's 250,000 XP to get to level 50. But the trick is that if you do your dailies and you do your weeklies, then you chew up a ton of that, and then you get 1.8 levels for free on the legendary path. You get a flat, here's 1,000 XP when you hit a level, so you get 20% of a level, and you get that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, I think. So but yeah, that's not too bad. I will say though, you can see that you get the randomized costume. Now I know this is petty, right? I know this is petty. Just give me a default costume and let me buy a new costume if I want to buy one, but don't keep rotating my costume so that I see that there's other shit there, because that's a sales tactic and it irritates me. It's like petty shit like that. You know, it's just little petty shit like that. The shit will sell itself. The shit will sell itself. Honestly, honest to God, the shit's gonna sell. But what I think would have been a smarter decision is have like a Kickstarter costume that's available for the Kickstarter backers, have a whatever costume available, and just so that people can see, like, it's a pretty big pill to swallow that they've had your Kickstarter money for 16 months, and none of your shit is there. Like, if you're a Kickstarter backer, none of the cosmetics are ready. But then you ask yourself, well, what did you use that $3.4 million for? You know? I'm just saying. It's not necessarily Jahlon pointing. It's one of those, I've had the conversation with people. If the Kickstarter money was really all for stretch goals, alright? Then why did you have to monetize Apocalypse? Didn't you have $3.4 million for stretch goals and room for the team to breathe? So you could have monetized Apocalypse with the $10 chapters, which is... I 100% am okay with monetizing Apocalypse. I don't give a shit. Monetize it. $10 a chapter, I don't care. Even if Steven hadn't given the previous backers a lifetime pass to Apocalypse, I don't give a shit. Ow! That is my hand, you jerk. I'm talking with my hands and the cat's clawing me. Stop it. But that's $3.4 million from the Kickstarter. Isn't room to breathe? Wouldn't APOC testing fall into that? Because you certainly haven't outsourced all of the Kickstarter cosmetics. I get part of it was to hire an economist, which unfortunately you're being memed about, and you know, there's not much you can do about it. Like, you have a PhD in economics that works for you to design your player-based economy, and didn't anybody, you know, ask him his opinion on over monetizing recolors? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be a dick, I'm really not, but these are the things. Right past me and just say, fuck you, not today. Wow. I don't like the axe. But yeah, BDO puts all their cosmetics in their store without really advertising it, and they sell like hotcakes. Like, I'm again gonna be a dick, and that's okay. That's what you guys pay me for. All right, I can click on the Add Embers button. Oh, did it break now? Oh, look at that. The Add Embers button works. And you know, we'll do this real quick. I can't even grab that. Chop works. You know, it's one of those, it's Steven and Tryon Worlds don't get along, right? You would think that he would have watched the fallout of the, well, the Cash Shop Works shit, and you know, but here's one that's, you guys know, Better Business Bureau, Xzola, reviews on Facebook, 3 stars, 0 stars. 4 stars on Trustpilot. You know, but let's look at Better Business Bureau. Yeah, that's true. BDO does offer repetitive cosmetics, but that's okay. I mean, like, try on offering the repetitive cosmetics. That's okay. Customer reviews for Xzola, the video game dealers, is 1 star. 32 complaints in the last 3 years. 22 complaints in the last 12 months. All right? Yeah. Unavailable. Random in-game purchases. What I would like for my thing. Regarding game products and features, the game support works on improving according to the EULA. All we're going to do is quote our EULA. I'm still refused a refund. I like a hard copy of the game. Did not accept. Fraudulent charges. This is what they said. One payment was failed. 3 separate charges. Where's the Chinese one? My debit card was illegally used to purchase. I asked for a refund. Therefore, when processed credit card transactions, the may be subject to third checks. This is a security check when issuing bank used to verify one's identity. The bank may require user to enter a secret password, one-time code from or other method. Because it was there, we can't give you your money back. These are issues. Unfortunately, my.com horrible customer service. I do 100% agree with you. But the difference is there are other payment vendors that they could have gone with. There wasn't another publisher for Europe they could have gone with. I don't think Steven realized what the data protection requirements were going to be. You can't just up and fucking publish a video game in Europe. You can't just up and do business in Europe. Now, what I'm confused about, though, how can they sell web store packs to European people? That's another question that I wanted to ask. Like, I get that. Okay, Kat, now you're pissing me off. You're gonna get dunked in the hot tub. Honestly, in all honesty, you know, you sell. Kickstarter is authorized to do business in Europe. So Intrepid didn't need to be GDPR certified to sell Kickstarters. But when they started selling the web packs, didn't they already have to be GDPR certified? I mean, wasn't that going to be a natural requirement anyway? So wasn't that going to be a requirement already? And if it was, then why did you... Like, what is the reason for switching to a new company? Like, because they switched, because this isn't the company that we're using previously. Now, I talked about this with a couple of people today. I am totally okay with commercial off-the-shelf solutions. I'm totally okay with them. But my question comes is, what's their cut? How much of the money are they taking? 2%, 1%, 5%? What are they taking? At some point, you've given away all the money. You've nickel and dimed, you've nickel and dimed away all the profits. And they're not my profits, they're your profits. But did Steven think he could do this for cheaper than he actually is able to? And is that why we're in the situation now where we're selling embers, why we're selling reskins? I mean, you get to a point where you've said, oh well, it's not, our cash shop's not going to be a bunch of colored reskins. Well, what do you have in your cash shop right now? Colored fucking reskins. So, again, Jay's world, words matter. You can't say I'm not gonna do this, and then do it, and then ever be allowed to go back to the, oh, but trust me. No, can't. You have to answer for these things. No, stop it. No Atlas around here? No, I am not an Atlas person. I don't trust any game that had to delay like 3 times. I also don't trust any game that, you know, honest to God, comes out with, you know, truthfully. Yeah, it's Atlas is a reskinned Ark with boats, and, they made by the Atlas, made by the people who brought you the unoptimized piece of shit called Ark. I was on ArcAge for so long. Yeah, I've been back on ArcAge too. I went back to ArcAge about 2 months ago. My audience has asked that I not try to do what I did. I don't do what I tried to do on Wednesday. My audience has asked that I do a single show per program. So tonight is Ashes. Wednesday night was ArcAge. Friday afternoon was ArcAge. So one game per show, and I'm cool with that. People asked, I can do that. So I did insult Wolfus's game, and she'll admit it too. Ark is an unoptimized pile of trash. It's fun, but it's unoptimized as shit. Hell, Wolfus had a hard time even getting logged in last night to play, to stream. Yeah, guys, that's probably not a wise idea. If you know your friends watch your stream, don't name sloths after them. Go home, Stream Elements. You're drunk. You didn't tell us the user's name again. Drunk Stream. I know. I had to look into that. Why are you so drunk, Streamlabs or Stream Elements? Oh, that one had a good bounce. There we go. Dancing fat Furbies. I always appreciate new follows, guys. I am going to try to go for Twitch partner next year. I have 9 of the 10 sponsors that I set as the goal. I didn't think my community would rise up to the challenge. I said if I have 10 Patreon sponsors, I'll add on the 3rd stream right away. Otherwise, it'll be just after the 1st of the year. And I was like, yeah, I won't get 10. God damn if they don't get me to 9 in like the first week. So I will be adding on a permanent 3rd show a week. Going to I'm gonna add a 3rd show on a week. I will have at least 2 ArcAge 101s a week. Yeah, you're burning a Christmas present? Yeah. Wolfus is actually here, by the way. She's upstairs. They have stuff to do tomorrow that requires going in public, and I don't do that. I don't do that at all. That doesn't work. No, you don't burn the expensive presents. I take the expensive presents. Why destroy when you can reappropriate? Do. Damn doors. So, you guys got any questions, make sure to ask them. You can ask me about ArcAge, the MMO, ArcAge, you know, Battle Royale. Ask me about any part of it. I do the ArcAge 101 series. I do have a video on the storyboard for a new Surviving the Battle Royale mode. I did one, and it, you know, so much has changed. I'm doing another one. So that'll get cut tomorrow. But get that cut. I have better video clips this time. Go along with what I'm talking about. And for the ones I don't have, I got a lot of footage today. I played a lot. I'm trying, like I said, I want level 50. I want that obsidian armor. Oh, what the shit is that? Makes her want to. Your stuff's not gone. For the most part. You'd be able to get right back into ArcAge. That is true. Your bears are gone. Actually, no, I think you have a bunch of your mounts, or a bunch of your battle pets still. Not all of them. Your tentacles are gone. I couldn't store all those. See, I don't like that. I don't like that that tent has a slot in the front. No land for bears. That is true. There's no land for anybody in ArcAge. Somebody asked me today, are you going to be up at like 9 your time? No. Well, there's a piece of property going down. And where? In Tiger Spine? You worked hard for this. I know you did, but 300 slots. All we got to transfer. I care about is getting him up for the quest. And he's up. It's 2 of 4. All I care about is the quest. I saw something move. I just care about getting. But yeah, man, don't ever piss your wife off if she's on. If your wife can see your stream and she has all your Christmas presents, don't take your wife. Not a good plan. Not a good plan at all. Then if you burn my Christmas presents, I'll burn your new Secret Labs chair, so all's fair. Oh. So yeah, I got the new desk, I got the new monitors. The wife got the new Secret Labs chair. I don't really like it. It works for her. She got the one that's designed for short people. But there's that. I like my chair. It's like I know I need a new one, but I like it. So no announcement for solo yet. It's like, can we just kick this on? Although if I can get these two done, that'd be another 1650. The problem comes in. You need to get all 7 done for 11,550 bonus XP. So, I mean, if you get all of those done, that takes out more than what, a third? Yeah, Divine, that's actually what I have. I have a ergonomic chair meant for people with back issues, so that's what I have. 11550 times 10 divided by, so 40. If you get all 10 weeklies done, all 10 weeks of weeklies done, you will do 46% of your 46% of your thing. But now the problem is that it says, where is it? It says 1,000, or it says 11,550 XP. But the problem is that I don't know if that's bonus XP, because 1650 times 7 is 11,550 XP. So we will see. So you can't equip the warrior princess. And that's another thing. Why would you give a gender specific reward? I don't get that. It should have been like 1 male, 1 female. Even if you did like a reward at 4, like /45, like you got the other one at the other level. But there are males who won't play females, there are females who won't play males, there are males who only play females. I've not run into any females who only play male characters. Not run into that. But Ashes of Creation, Reddit. Let's go look at the spicy. Let's go look at the spicy. Anyone bothered that the Kickstarter backer rewards were alpha access to an MMO, but instead it was just to a different game? Come on, man. Be educated. Be educated. Does the recent APOC monetization make you reevaluate the context and trust of the My.com publishing deal? Yes. And I think that is a legitimate concern, a legitimate complaint that people need to look into. Fixing push to talk, yeah, that would be nice. Good video on Why? The fuck is going on with my computer? What's going on? Do I have a background? Do I have a update going on in the background or something? Where are you at, son? Let's see what's going on. Oh wow. If we can free up a little bit, the memory leak in APOC has gotten a little bad. I didn't even realize that. I just looked over and it's using 5.2 megs, which isn't bad, but it started off at 28. Although it's only utilizing 20% of my graphics card. That's down from 80%. OBS, get OBS to calm down. Yeah, OBS just calmed down a little bit. OBS was just being ridiculous. It was using up a shit ton of my CPU. I don't need that in my life. Apparently I'm not chopping through that, huh? That was well done. Why I don't like squads. I prefer solo. Now I'm just determined to get to level 7 before I log off for the night. I'm actually really determined to get through my last 2 quests. That's so weird. I turn off OBS's recording and APOC suddenly starts using 87% of my GPU. I don't know, man. I don't know what is going on with that. So blindness sucks. Can't even look at the screen now without glasses. I've got the anti-computer headache fatigue shenanigans in my lenses. I'm on the computer all day, every day. Hello, kitty. Hello. Where are you? Meow, meow. Oh, hey guys, just so you know, earlier today, I checked the store, and the add-ons for the store weren't working. You couldn't do like individual packs, but you can now. You can buy your individual cosmetics now. I don't see the packs anymore. But yeah, you can add on your individual cosmetics. I mean, let's not, you know, fuss over the fact that took a web page person to work on. And people are still missing stuff. And people can't use the referral system. But the store is now working. Meow, meow. Talking kitty. This is what I go through every night. Every night if I'm trying to work for you guys. If I'm trying to write Arcade 101 stuff. I get row row. Ah. So, getting close to closing up tonight. I'd like to pop level 7, and I would like to pop, I'd like to pop at least one of these 2 quests, but as you guys saw me hit that guy with the scepter. You guys saw that change in the, you guys saw me hit that, guy with the scepter, and I didn't get credit, so. How in the fuck? Oh, I didn't realize they had picked up. I didn't see them pick that up. I was like, how in the fuck did that person drop me with a basic axe? Damage taken 252, 150. Oh, so they were almost dead. One more hit. Oh, and that's why I couldn't hit him back. I was like, why can't I swing? They hit me with the. They hit me with the thingamabobber. The Spirit Pierce. So. So. But before they were using WooCommerce, which is a third party it's a third party it's an open source e-commerce plugin for WordPress. It is designed for small to large size online merchants using WordPress. Launched on September 27, 2001. So that's what they were using before. They were using WooCommerce for their shop. They're not using it now. Got first in squad, did 1200 damage, half with wands. Still nothing on either quest. Your revive did count. Yeah, that's all I really care about. I need to just drop with my team and try to get my 2 revives done. Like I said, I hate squads. I don't like squads at all. But no, that's good to go. Oh, so your revive did count. Yeah, 2 of 4. But you see, the problem is that I already know, and I've already been told, that there's guilds that are just getting their people their revives. They just go to a grid on the map, and they just, like, they kill 3 people, the person picks them up, they kill 3 people, the person picks them up, and then that person picks up 2. The next, they kill 3 people, that person picks up 2 and 1. Like, I'm not against guilds being guilds, but I'm against guilds. Like, just take the damn quest out then. Like, unfortunately, there's guilds that, you know, they You gave a tangible reward for testing quests. So now you have to deal with the fact that people are going to cheat their asses off to get them done. Although the new map looks good. I need to save the new. Need the new map. Video that I'm doing. Fireball from the staff plus arcane boots just deleted people. Yeah, arcane boots at legendary are pretty damn dangerous. They're really, really dangerous. They do an awful lot of damage, and then if you can combine that with the staff, which is cone damage, I mean you can really lay on the hurt in a hurry. It is possible to wombo combo somebody with the arcane boots at legendary plus the staff at legendary. See, the reason why I don't like squads is because voice isn't working right now. In-game voice was working, and it's not any longer. So yeah, once I get three more Paradox people, I'll queue up. We'll just sit in Discord, and we'll just take care of it that way. But I mean, being on voice comms, it makes an absolute huge difference in squads. Like I said, though, I would have already chewed through. Nah, it stopped working in alpha. I didn't do it at the start of my show because I was running late. I do just want to pop over here real quick. I want to say thank you to this ever-growing number of supporters for the Paradox Gaming Network. 2018 has been an amazing year for us. Got my affiliate pretty strong. I was eligible for partner in April. I just stopped streaming Arcade. I thought it would be like Bush League to dip on the game that I was playing. So I decided to just hold off. My partner application is still there. I want to get my average viewers back up to like 50, 60 before I apply. And then all these guys that have subs or have donated subs or are my sponsors at Patreon, I've been giving away gift cards. Now, unfortunately, this is not one of my scheduled shows. I mean, yes, I did schedule this show, but it is not one of my quote-unquote scheduled shows. Wednesdays and Fridays, I give away gift cards on my show. I give away all the money that I make. That's actually been a little bit more difficult this year than I thought. I was hoping that I was hoping to be playing Bless. I was absolutely hoping to be playing Bless for a while. And Bless, I gave away some copies. I gave away some copies of Bless, and then Bless sort of went. I also hate when people make a comment on a video and then they take it away. It's like, leave the video there, or leave the comment there. Didn't really, yeah, somebody called me out today on an Arcade 101 video. They're like, you never finished one of your video series because you didn't talk about how to get the Thunderstruck in the wagon. I was like, yes, I did. And then I went back, no, I didn't. Cyber 6 Yeti, yeah, rip bless. All they had to do was not touch bless after opening weekend. Just leave it the shit that it was, but nerfing every class by 66%. Not having an auto handshake. Like if you were stuck on the pitcher, you had to close it and like that was just stupid shit. But it turned out that Bless NeoWiz Studios, all they wanted to do was launch the Steam version so that they could get enough funding, so they could get like the $1 million they needed to finish the console version. That's really all that boiled down to. All right, let's see if I can drop with my team this time and not get owned. Yeah, Swatch, I'll team with you. You know, as soon as they get all this stuff resolved, I'll add you to my friends list. I'll team with you. I like being able to sit on Discord and, you know, strategize with my teammates. My teammates who are clearly going in different directions, so I will. I host Silver, go! Apparently I can't get you to drop any faster. Sigma Paradox, no. Yeah, Cyber 6 Yeti, that same thing happened to the Paradox Guild. I had to make like 3 characters, and then people asked me, do we have the go-ahead to redeem our packs? And I said, yeah, should be safe. And then redeemed packs, and then they faction locked our server again, and I was like, well guys, there ain't shit all I can do now. But they clearly didn't have a clue. They didn't have a clue. And that's one thing I have vocalized for Steven, that to learn from those mistakes and have a good launch day plan. And pre-register guilds to servers. What is this? I got every goddamn thing in the world except a melee weapon. I never got dealt stuff like this when I was still playing. I still liked ranged weapons. I did not see his name. The backdrop color. So this will actually be my second. Actually, probably depends on how long this match goes. This might be my last match tonight. I got a couple of other things I want to do before bed, and then apparently I'm parenting tomorrow. I don't mind parenting. My kids are great. I just have to be in the mindset to do it. You know, you can't duct tape them to the. You cannot duct tape your children to the walls. I have found out. Apparently that is illegal. What's up, Ease? I'm gonna stay with the Drifter. it bad that I want one of my teammates to get downed as we kill the other guy? What are we shooting at, boys? Why are we running on this road? See, this is why voice comms would help, because I have no idea. Oh shit. Well, are we hunting rabbits? What are we doing? I'm lost. I see you made a real long comment. I will, Cyber6 Yeti, I will get to that in just a second. I don't know what my team is doing here. Hello. Not really any of the stuff I want. I will take you. I don't mind the one-hander. I hate the two-hander. I'll use the two-hander. I prefer the spear. I just like I like the spear. I like the Archmage Companion due to the animations. I'm not an action. I'm not an action guy. The box pop. It did. There's someone over there. I just saw the box open. Oh, I take that back. I might not have seen the box open. There's an animation glitch. They need to get resolved. In that you sometimes see the box glowing, and then as you get closer, you render it as close as you see the box is glowing, and then when you, oh shit, just shoot at me. It's like in 7 Days to Die. You knock down one of the signs, and then when you're mopeding back, you see it, and then you're like, what? I fucking knocked down that sign. And then yeah, you did, you knocked it down. I got a teammate who doesn't have armor on. I don't know why. Yeah, free registration of guilds just makes sense. Especially in a game that has no factions. Spent most of it, yeah, you didn't know you had to put it on. Yeah, but Jay did a video on this. And Jay's doing another one. That was my face, dude. Angry hobo. Alright, that person definitely got hit for enough damage to finish the quest. That's all I have to say. That better finish off that quest. But yeah, I have a new Ashes 101 that's almost done. It's on this. It's on the storyboard. I just need to tomorrow. I just need to grab individual clips for the things I want to talk about, then cut it and edit it. But I want to do. I gotta do a knock out of the park video. Pick up some subs. Maybe finish out the year strong. Not sure. Not sure if I can hit that goal. That was a lofty goal. That was a big ass goal. Next year, there's whatever Social Blade says on 1 January. Social Blade's goal is my goal. I'm not gonna try to do anything crazy next year as far as subscriber goals. In fact, I don't even really. I've learned this year that I shouldn't even care what my subscriber count is. I should only care about my viewers and my watch time. Unfortunately, the benchmark for all these programs is always sub count, so it's like somebody gets, like, they wonder why there's so many fake accounts on Google. Well, let's be honest, if I was 10 followers away from being able to get free game keys at the 5,000 follower mark, I might just make 10 fake accounts. Oops. It moved. But oh shit. This is my bad. But yeah, so it's oh. Why are you shooting at me? Like that shit off. Whoever the fuck was shooting at me has worse aim than I do. But, yeah, so, hey, Kirimura, I appreciate that. I have a whole new, set of stuff for ArcAge coming out, in the next couple of weeks. I've been working on a complete rewrite of all of ArcAge 101, so you'll be seeing that just after the first of the year. Saturdays is normally my day off. A day off from content creator work, but Wolfus had to work today. She usually streams on Saturdays, so she streamed last night and I streamed today. We're gonna build up the stable of Paradox streamers. We'll be on different channels, but we're gonna do the stream team together once one of us gets partner. I say one of us because it's completely possible that one of them will get partner before me, but probably not likely. Swatched down, Swatch. Good job, man. Good job. I am proud of you. How am I enjoying Ashes? The game, for what this is right now, I love this. It's all the other bullshit drama that I don't enjoy right now. But no, this, I'm not a big Battle Royale fan. I'm not actually. Whoa! I forgot you can walk on this. I'm not a big Battle Royale guy. I'm not a action combat fan. This I enjoy. I do legitimately enjoy this. I saw nothing, dude. Not only did I see it, it's on VOD. I can go back and mark it. Hi. I downed myself with the fire. I downed myself with the fire frost. I've been playing too long today. As you saw, I screwed that up. I ended up switching 4 to 5. But yeah, I fucked that up bad. There's 12 people left. But yeah, that was my fuck up. I need to get better with the hand control. I switched to 4 instead of 5. I knew they were coming around the corner, but so that was my fuck up. Anyway, guys, great show again tonight. Not you know, not too negative. Talked about what needed to talk about. I got a couple of things for the pad of paper. That's not the channel I want. I want that one. So big props for you guys to come out on Saturday night. Remember, I am always available on Discord. I'm Jahlon #0001 now. I am in the Ashes Discord. I run my own Discord. You'll see that below. Beyond that, you can PM me if you don't want to. If you don't want to ask something in public, you can always PM me. Absolutely. I hate action combat. I hate battle royales. This has grown on me. And you guys got to remember, I'm actually having success in this. I've had 3 wins in the last 2 days. And that's just actually 4 wins because I had my squad win tonight. But it is free to play if you already have registered. If you haven't registered, go ahead and register. There's my referral codes down there below, but if you register today, you're not going to be able to use that. But beyond that, I owe you guys a Ashes 101, I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I owe you an Arcade 101 next week. You're going to have to forgive me. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are going to interfere with production time. But I will get that. I will, and my anniversary. So for me, it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, my anniversary. Boom, boom, boom. That interferes with work. Beyond that, I'm streaming next Thursday for Ashes 101. And I'm gonna be off till then. I'm gonna enjoy the holidays with my family. You do the same, and I will talk to you on Thursday night.